This is ABTV, Animal Bites Television. For animal lovers, by animal lovers.
Hey, Brian from SnakeBytes here. I'm always conflicted about the ethics behind breeding and selling animals for a living. So this week, I'm going to cover this controversial topic. You're watching SnakeBytes. Ever since I was a little kid, I had a passion for animals with a special affinity towards snakes, of course. It's kind of hard to explain, to be honest with you. When I pick up a really beautiful animal like that Anery Brooks King, or maybe this white-sided Brooks King, I just get kind of a fuzzy feeling inside. I guess I'd liken it to something like how people would look at a cute puppy dog. But there's more to it than that. I think some people are born with a green thumb, and other people are born with a connection to a certain type of animal. When I look at snakes, I see more than what most people probably do. Let me give you a couple examples. You know, when I look at this snake here, as soon as I open it up, I want to look at how it's laying, how it's reacting, its tongue response, just the overall mannerism of the animal. I can tell you right now, within a second of opening that cage, I knew that this corn snake was absolutely healthy and completely happy. Now, when I open up a cage like this, immediately, I don't even have to look at the feed cart. I can tell that she needs to be fed a little bit more. Now, she probably just laid eggs recently, but again, just by the way she's laying, I see that she's a little bit thin, but her eyes are really bright. Her tongue response is great. She wants to feed. So when I look at that animal, I go, you know what? That's gonna be completely 100% fine after just a handful more feedings. Then I look at a cage like this and look at that animal laying in the back right there. It's very similar to the last cage, where this is certainly a female that has just recently laid eggs, but the difference is I don't like the way her eyes look. They're just a little bit cloudy. Her head is just a little bit thin. Her tongue is still really responsive, which is a great sign. But to be honest with you, she's probably gonna need a little dose of what we call flagyl, which is basically just something to help that stomach digest a little bit. And some snakes need that when they just lay eggs. My point is that from an early age, I knew no matter what my career path was gonna be, it would certainly be surrounded by animals. You may have noticed that Brian has a new animal on his sleeve. How perceptive are you? Is it A, a water buffalo, B, a rhino, or C, a hippo? Go ahead and answer down below in the comments and check back later in the show to see if you have the right answer. For this week's Reptile Report, we'll be highlighting Reptile Insider. Go ahead and check out the URL down below or click on the link in the description. Breeding and selling snakes was never really something that I thought I wanted to do per se, but it was a fantastic opportunity for me to work with such amazing animals. I've told the story a lot that back in those days, there was no professional breeders, so it wasn't like I had a career path in mind. But as I had the opportunity to breed animals and sell them and make enough money to continue to work with gorgeous snakes like this, it just seemed like the absolute best thing for me to do. Now, the downside is that there's a dark side to all of that. Some people breed snakes just for the money, and that's a really sad thing. Sometimes it even clouds people's visions and they forget what it's all about, which is a beautiful animal just like this. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want to sound hypocritical here. There's nothing wrong with making money off of snakes. Let's face it, hey, an animal like this, a scale-headed ball python, I'm selling for $50,000. It would be kind of hypocritical of me to sit back and say, hey, you should never make money on the animals. The truth is, it's okay to make money. What a little feisty devil, isn't it? But the truth is, as long as the animal always comes first, you know, it should be a byproduct of your passion, not your desire to make money off of animals, because there's a fine line between exploitation and just loving animals. And it's sad to me that some people will actually put money in front of the animals. How could you do that? How can money be worth more than a life? There's actually a lot of things in my collection. Ooh, look at these guys. I'm going in deep, guys. There's a lot of things in my collection that, believe it or not, don't make me any money and actually cost me money. but they're just so cool. These gators are certainly a little pet project of mine. Whew, they're starting to get big too, so getting in with them is a little bit of a chore. Whew. Hopefully I can keep all my toes. The fact is I've rescued these guys to give them a good home, but more importantly, to use them for educational tools to get people excited about reptiles. Now, honestly, there are tons of animals within my collection that will never make me $1 at all. And again, they cost me money, but what beautiful animals they are. And again, this is what it's all about. Seeing a kid's eyes light up when you show them an alligator like this. And I gotta be honest, guys, it's a little freaky right now with Mitch actually pushing right against my legs. Not sure, because I trust RJ. Not so sure I trust Mitch or J. Paul for that matter. All right, RJ, you can go back down. Whew. I'm gonna get out of here with all my toes. Come on, guys. Move out of here, Mitch. And then there's the issue of proper care. As an animal lover, I'm always conflicted about whether we're giving our animals everything they need to not only thrive, but also to be happy. This albino hognose is obviously doing really well. As you can see, she's even willing to bite my finger. And it's a very simple setup here. Just a tub with a heat source, bedding, and water in it. And then of course there's a corn snake and a raise-up rack that's about ready to go to the next level cage. But I have to always ask myself, is this enough for them? And the fact that we keep thousands of animals, are we able to care for each of them to the right level? These are the things I'm always conflicted about. But as of working with animals for so many years, they seem to be doing great in this environment. They breed, they thrive, they grow. What else can they possibly need? But certainly, as an animal lover, I need to keep asking those questions. My passion for working with animals has morphed into an obsession to encourage people to love all animals, especially the feared snake. There's a fine line between entertaining people and taking it too far. In honesty, I think we've taken it a little bit too far in the past, but sometimes getting bit by a snake draws people in to watch, and then you can convert them with your knowledge, and hopefully they'll become an animal lover. But who am I kidding? I love handling sketchy animals. By now, I hope you guys have seen my latest project, AnimalBytesTV. It's been a little more than a month since we've launched. It's been an incredible experience sharing all these new shows with you guys. The truth is, we have a ton more shows in production that will be rolling out over the next coming month. Our goal is to have 30 shows each week. But you may think that this is just my project, but the truth is you are all a valuable part of it. Can you do me a favor, please? 1, comment down below and let me know what you think of this latest project. 2, subscribe, and please encourage other people to subscribe. Share as much as you possibly can. And lastly, go out there and find people that can be a part of Animal Bites for us. If you have a show idea or a personality you think would fit perfect, please get in touch with me. Let me know about it. Together, we can really change people's perspective of all wildlife. Will you help me do that, please? In the end, it's my passion for these wonderful animals that continues to keep me questioning what's best for them. I suppose when I stop questioning it, that's when I should be concerned. I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of my life over the last 7 years and being a part of this amazing journey. I can promise you 2 things. Number 1, I will continue to work tirelessly to get people educated and to understand beautiful wildlife, including animals like Sunshine here. And 2, that there's some amazing adventure ahead of us all. So make sure to buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. You may have noticed that Brian has a new animal on his sleeve. How perceptive are you? If you said B, a rhino, you're 100% correct. Good job. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the show and I was able to shed a little bit of light. Remember, there's nothing wrong with making money as long as the animals are always your first priority. I've been traveling like crazy lately, which means a lot of cool animal adventures. And as always, I'm Facebooking and tweeting my way through it. So make sure to follow me over at SnakeBytesTV. Until next week, you've been watching Snake Bites.
Look at that beautiful red, that shiny black. They're just a magnificent looking animal.
I mean, they're definitely one of Australia's most standout snake because of that red belly and that beautiful dark.
Absolutely.
This is ABTV,